Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk Wyoming area baseball. Head coach Ron Musto joining us right now. Well, Coach, good to be back for you, I'm sure. And tell us about your outlook here for 2015.
Well, John, first of all, thank you and for covering the local sports. We're very optimistic about the outlook for the upcoming season. Obviously, we're bringing a whole new philosophy and work ethic to the school. We have a lot of history. When I coached there for 14 years after being off the last decade, we feel as though we could compete with any team in our AAA district here, and we look forward to possibly contending for a district championship.
Coach, it all starts with the arms. Tell us about some of the pitchers you have in the rotation, and you're going to need a lot of arms this year.
Yeah, John, we're very fortunate. One thing we do is we're never short on pitching. We could probably go 6 deep. And when I say 6 deep, I mean we could get down to our 4th, 5th, and 6th pitchers, a couple sophomores, Kupchka and Yurchak, and we could be very comfortable with them on the mound. Our number 1, 2, and 3 are all interchangeable. We have right-handed pitcher Joey Gavinonis. Gavinonis has a 12-6 breaking ball and throws in the low 80s. And then we've got our crafty left-hander senior, Zach Lepak. Zach Lepak is a very smart kid. He lets batters get themselves out. He doesn't try to get them out. He's the type of kid that after 5 innings of baseball, you take a look at him and figure out why you only have 3 or 4 hits after 5 innings. Gavinonis and Lepak are both 3-year varsity starters, and they're going to be a key for us to have any type of success this year. And the third primary person in our rotation is Jeremy Zeza. Zeza is a right-handed senior pitcher also. He just came off an outstanding high school basketball career at Wyoming area, and he's as competitive as they come.
Well, it's going to take some defense for you, Coach. And usually with defense in baseball, you start behind the plate. Tell us about what you have coming back there.
Well, we have a kid coming back. He's a senior, Evan Musto. He's been catching since age 5. He's as good as any defensive catcher in District 2 as far as I'm concerned. He's an outstanding receiver. He stops the running game. He has the natural abilities to be a leader behind the plate, and the team rallies behind him. Up the middle, we have 2 really good juniors, and Corey Lescavage at shortstop. Lescavage will double as a pitcher as needed. And to his left, playing second base, will be Tyler Doherty. The nice thing about our defense is we have a lot of players that are interchangeable, and we could make multiple moves in an inning if we need to. And we have a kid such as Nick Gushka who could play the infield, outfield, and he's a senior that no matter where you put him, he's an asset.
You have a kid like Tyler Mitchell who could hit the ball and take us through the outfield as well, along with Mitchell.
Well, Mitchell's a power-hitting left-handed swinger, and he could put 3 runs on the board real quick for you. The outfield is going to be anchored by Lepak when he's not throwing. He'll be our center fielder. He's a 5-tool player. He's got a good arm. He runs well. He hits for power, hits for average. He's got great savvy about the game. And in right field, we're counting on Marty Michaels. He's a type of kid that hard-nosed football player. He'll bat down in our order. He's got outstanding feet and good hands, very strong arm, and quite honestly, our left field position is still up for grabs as well as our DH.
Coach, when you talk about the league and the competition this year, you know, people are buzzing, but everybody's been pretty much indoors, so it's hard to see what the buzz is going to be until you hit the field. But tell us about some of the camaraderie you have with some of the coaches in the Wyoming Valley Conference and of District 2 and AAA, what you're hearing out there.
Well, but you know, the one thing about the Wyoming Valley Conference is over the last 15 to 20 years is that we've actually turned it into a baseball area. We have, and that's a credit to all the coaches in the area. The Wyoming Valley Conference places multiple kids at Division I, 1A, Division II baseball schools each spring. Our area is known for a football tradition, and rightfully so. However, baseball has made its move over the last, like I said, 10 to 20 years here. The coaches, the camaraderie is outstanding. I can't believe I've been away for 10 years. I'm sure there's some coaches that are glad to see me back and others that aren't. But no, it's a nice fraternity, and you know, it's the same old, John. Wyoming Valley Conference, whether it's ping pong, football, or baseball, you better come to play and you better be prepared because it's going to be competitive.
Wyoming area baseball here on the John Mendola Show. We're talking with the head coach, Ron Musto, as we get ready to hit the field and do that. And, Coach, for you guys, another team, and not many, I haven't heard of but a handful of teams that actually been able to practice on a field. And that's very rare. A lot of teams may be taking to the macadam, trying to get a bounce on that, or been in the gymnasium. When you do hit the field, as far as the guys, they jones it a little bit to get out there and play on a field with some dirt and some grass.
Well, it wasn't dirt and grass, John, but it was turf. And down at Wyoming Seminary, they have a fantastic facility. That was the first time we were out on Thursday. We got back out yesterday as well as today, and we were able to, see the ball in the air, go over some bunt defenses with bases at the proper proximity from each other and not having to work on the short and infield. It's all done in the outfield, of course. We can't get on our dirt portion of the field yet. We have an outdoor batting cage that's been turfed, so we're able to see some live pitching in there as our pitchers throw off a mound from the outdoor cage. So we're doing the best with what we got, trying to become the best we can be.
Well, Ron Musto has some nice senior leadership this year. We'll see what the Wyoming area Warriors are like when they hit the field. Coach, want to thank you for your time and wish you well. A family holiday coming up, so the best to you and your boys.
Thank you, John. I hope the bunny stops at your house.
All right, thank you very much. That's Ron Musto, Wyoming area baseball here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.